Welcome everyone. In this video, I'll highlight the topics that I think are most likely to appear on the AQA A-level Chemistry Paper 3 exam. These predictions are based on my analysis of the 2024 and 2025 past papers and examiners' reports. Section A focuses heavily on the 12 required practicals. Analysis of recent papers shows a high focus on titrations, including back titrations. You can expect complex multi-step calculations. Recent reports emphasise that students often lose marks by not clearly labelling what their calculated numbers represent. Transition metal chemistry and colorimetry is a high-frequency topic. You must be able to explain the origin of colour in transition metal complexes and describe how to use a colorimeter to find an unknown concentration. Electrochemical cells was noted as a poorly understood topic in 2025. Ensure that you can identify the anode and cathode, predict the effect of concentration changes on cell EMF, and write overall cell equations from half equations. Required Practical 6 focuses on the use of basic wet chemistry techniques to identify functional groups. Ensure that you are familiar with the observations associated with tolerance reagents, bromine water, and acidified potassium dichromate. Paper 3 is a synoptic paper which requires you to connect different parts of the specification. It tests your ability to link different areas of chemistry. For example, with thermodynamics and rates, questions often link delta G, Gibbs free energy, with the feasibility of a reaction at different temperatures, or the use of Arrhenius plots, lnk versus 1/T, to calculate activation energy EA. Calculations, equilibria explanations, and graphical techniques often combine in questions on acid bases and buffers. On a related note, a common error in 2025 was not giving the final pH answer to exactly 2 decimal places. One of the most common synoptic type questions involves data interpretation. You will likely be given a mystery compound question using data from NMR, infrared, and mass spectrometry. Recent trends show a preference for skeletal formulae, which many students still struggle to interpret correctly. Section B of Paper 3 comprises 30 multiple choice questions. Data shows that these questions are often most challenging due to distractor answers. There will be multiple choice questions on the most accessible topics, basic periodic trends and simple organic naming, for example. There will also be multiple choice questions on the most challenging topics, complex redox potentials, specific observations of period-free oxides, and advanced isomerism. All multiple choice questions are worth 1 mark, however, they are not all the same difficulty. Keep track of time, don't spend too long on individual questions. Wherever possible, eliminate the impossible. Make a note of impossible or unlikely answers as you go. If you have to guess later on, you are narrowing the odds from 1 in 4 to 1 in 3 or 1 in 2. Never leave a multiple choice question blank. If you decide to change an answer, follow the instructions precisely. Shade the lozenge for the new answer and cross out the old one. Circles and crosses used incorrectly can result in 0 marks even if the answer is correct. Next, the common mistakes and pitfalls highlighted in the 2024 and 2025 examiners' reports. Be precise with your explanations. Do not just repeat the question. For example, if asked to explain a trend, use specific terms like nuclear charge, shielding, and attraction to outer electron rather than it's just more/less. Be familiar with key terms and know how to use them correctly. Ensure that you are clear with calculations. Give the mathematical equation with symbols and then rearrange to make the unknown factor that you are going to calculate the subject. Don't rounding process too soon and always include units. When completing equilibrium calculations, an ICE table may be appropriate. This is highly recommended by examiners to keep your working clear and ensure you gain method marks. And finally, please note that these predictions are based on a trend analysis of the 2024 and 2025 papers and examiners' reports. They are intended to guide your focus, not to replace a comprehensive revision plan. You must plan to revise the entire specification. Prioritise your revision based on individual feedback, personal assessments, and areas where you feel the least confidence. Chemistry exams can be unpredictable. Be prepared for anything. Thanks for watching. I hope you found the video useful. Please post in the comments if you have any questions or suggestions. Take care and good luck with your exams.